Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. We are back from our holiday, Christmas, New Year's break for the most part. My life in my retail job is kind of getting back to normal and I'm hoping I can get back to getting you guys regularly scheduled, I guess, content. Hopefully work on improving things. Anyway, we are here on the Panhandle is the name of this map. Should be in the in-game mod hub, if I'm not mistaken on that. And we are harvesting alfalfa. Almost called it lavender because of the purple color, but it is alfalfa. And starting out, we do get the harvester here. I call it a harvester because it's still harvesting, but we do not get the mower deck as far as what you start off with. And the truck setup that I'm driving right here is also what you start with. So I figure, you know, Crone header, Crone trailer, it works out. Unfortunately, because I don't have mods turned on, well, most mods, I'll put it that way. I've been starting, to be honest with you guys, I have been starting to include some other, I'll call them quality, bleh, if I can get it out right, quality of life type mods. Mods that I just think improve my life while I'm doing these. Plus, some of them make it, yeah, it basically comes down to making it my life easier with doing these videos for you guys. I do try to maintain minimal mods when it comes to these, but mods that allow me to like show you what we start off with, the owned items. That's not a normal thing that you can do. I wish it was, so I wouldn't have to use a mod. But the fact that, you know, I am trying to maintain things so that way you guys are seeing it as vanilla as it can be when it comes to these maps. Almost try to think I was gonna say mod, but yeah, so we are actually about 70% full. Of course he's gonna miss a spot. The first spot that must be Paul driving. That's legitimately the first little spot that got missed. That's frustrating because we've done this entire field. We do have this field, we do have a cornfield, and I'm getting awfully close to that header. Whew, that was close. Do not want to hit that. We're going just a hair faster, but if I knock it down one notch, then that really takes off on us, so. Yeah, this is kind of what I've been doing here. I'm thinking about actually doing the corn as silage because we do actually start with the header for that. So that is another piece of equipment. And when I actually went to get this, they have a new truck at this store. The one you've seen on other maps, but that's the way I'm playing this right now because we don't actually start off with a pickup on this map. So I am making it kind of be like, hey, look, they have a brand new one for sale. Let's go get it. So that's going to be a plan after we get this field done. We're going to go get that. Of course, we're going to wait for that to swing around for it to, because of course, as you know, with these harvesters, they don't actually have any storage inside of them. So yeah, it's kind of silly in my opinion, but I do have a mod where it comes, basically has the box attached to it. However, to unload it, you have to drive the entire harvester and such to wherever you have your trailer. If you have one set up, dump it that way, or just take it to wherever you need to actually fully unload it. Which again, silly, but you know, this is a very flat map, so you guys are aware of that. And we're just about full here. And that should be it right there. So we will be back with that guy. He can shut things down for the time being. This is our farm. So we do have very basic, farmhouse. We have some, what are those, quinsets? I can't remember the exact term for those, but got a couple of those. And basically, because we can take this and just drop it, direct feed. That's what I've been doing. Because I do want to get these all filled up with food as much as we can and get it ready for when we do actually buy cattle. And this is kind of a unique setup too. I wasn't expecting this. So let me get this turned around. We gotta come all the way down here. There's a little bit more room down here to get this setup turned around, or there is a gate I could just go through, but there's also a tree directly on the other side of the gate, as you see right there. So not quite the most easiest things to do, but we have all these feedlots here. As you can see, there's water in between all of them, so gives them the chance to interact with the other bunks of, or the other animals and whatnot. My understanding is with the alfalfa, you can also dry it. So you have alfalfa hay. Let's see here. Let's take a look at the description as we look in these storage areas. So we do have our planters and a sprayer. There are, let's see here. Welcome to the Panhandle. This map is a fictionalized, and our harvester. Sorry, I'm reading this and it English, to be honest, the English must not be their first language, which is fine. I get it. I understand. This map is a fictionalization of a real life area. While this is based on one particular area, I think towns and farm like it could be found all over the Midwest. So we do have some bunkers, and yes, that is a scale. Which, of course, apparently we weigh nothing. Woo! If only that was the case. 29 fields, 50 buyable areas. There are 3 farms around the map, and we're here on one of them. So we have this massive storage. That's the one header that we got for that harvester. And there's the big header for the John Deere grain harvester. We do have the fuel tank inside here, which is nice. But we do have the biogas plant, which is interesting to have it out here on the farm, but we can definitely make that work. Manure pit, liquid manure, that is. Plenty of silos back here. Nice. I honestly haven't been looking around too much at all of this. So, okay, these are liquid fert tanks that are empty right now. Stainless steel fertilizer probably looks like solid. All right. And then we got some flat bottom bins that all appear to be empty. Again, no big deal there. I think we're going to end up getting a different auger. Additional auger. So that way, when we go to unload, we can actually unload. So, what is this for over here? Oh, this should be, if I'm not mistaken, the horse pen. I think this is a horse pen for, with storage. So this is some of the other equipment that we get. Nice to see that we actually have a decent little hopper bottom trailer there. Okay, custom map template from the Weekend Farmer, including new crops: rye, spelt, triticale, green rye, vetched rye, mustard, hummus active, silage maize, which I believe is technically what they call the one crop of corn that I have. Flowering catch crop, alfalfa, and clover. Stubble destruction is built in. Harvest and harvest calendar is adjusted. So let's take a look at that. All right, so there's a flowering catch crop. Alfalfa, barley, canola, carrots, clover, corn, cotton, field grass. Ooh. Grapes, grass, green beans, green rye, hummus active, long grain rice, meadow. Okay, mustard, oat, oilseed radish, olives, onions. Nice. Parsnips, peas, poplar, potatoes, red beets, rice, rye, silage maize. Okay, which is different than the corn. And crop calendar is different from the regular corn. Sorghum, soybeans, spelt, spinach, sugar beet, sugar cane, sunflowers, triticale, vetri, and wheat. More paintable textures have been added. Cotton and sugarcane are not grown by the AI, but you can grow them yourself. There's cotton. Very short time frame to harvest and very short time frame to plant. Okay. They changed the lime texture, plenty of areas to build on, and changed animal feeds. So here is the map. I think this is just a standard map. There are some required mods, as kingmods.net says. And I was right. The one barn is a horse barn with storage. It also requires a buildable feedlot pack, farmlander shed, hog confinement, central ethanol and feed, and a commodity shed. 6 different ones at least, according to kingmods.net. And I can confirm it is on the in-game mod hub as well, which means all those required mods should be on there. So as far as what you start off with, I haven't bought any additional farmland. There we go. So 31 is where we have our farm. And then we're harvesting field 17, and we also own 16 and 14. So let me get back to crop type. So we know that the field that we're in is alfalfa. 16 here is the silage maize. It's not regular corn, it's silage maize. And then 14 should be, 14 is regular corn. So, which way am I going? There we go. That's right, I don't have my mod in to speed up. Yeah, we'll go airborne here and give you guys a better view of the map. But let's go take a look, see what we can figure out as the difference between, if there's any, at least in terms of appearances, if there's any differences. I'm also thinking about making a long drive down here. The reason being is the only way to get, over to the shop, which is all the way down here. Yeah, all the way down here. Had to make sure as far as where I was at. Oh, that's run train. No, store's over here. Go. It's that one. Or not. Oh, wait. No, it's right here. Gosh, I'm an idiot. So either way, you got to come down here to this road. But the only way to there is, if you're taking roads, is that way. Now, where I'm talking about is right here, if you guys can see my mouse. Just to the south and basically to the north of our 2 cornfields. And there's a road and that takes us right straight into town. It's a lot quicker. Apparently there's some tractors and other stuff over here. Interesting. I have not been over there. I've been to, and here's our, that's not picture of our truck, but the truck that's in the shop, the showroom, actually. I love the fact that we see all this green over here because they're all homes, which means if you want to do some of the landscaping stuff, you can. And basically, you can do, spread your fertilizer and whatnot and really take care of these homes. So there's always that. Looks like up here is another spot where you can do a farm. Because they did say there's 3 farms on here. And I'm wondering if another one is kind of over in this corner. We'll find out when we take flight. Speaking of which, let's get activated. Because I know I can move a lot quicker. That's what I am. So, what we're above is the silage maze. Let me turn off our flight because I don't really need it at the moment. You can really get a good look at how that corn looks. Over here, granted, it looks like this is a little behind, maybe, but there are 2 different growth periods for both of them. They get planted at different times and harvested at different times. So this one for certain, the silage corn, silage maize, whatever you want to call it, we'll be using the same harvester that we're doing right now, just swapping out the header. And then when this is ready to go, we'll just harvest this and throw it in our one of our silos until we're able to sell it. Maybe do something with it in terms of our animals or getting things ready for our animals. But yeah, making a drive down to here, and this is the road I was talking about. There is a water ditch over here, and that's what you saw as well. Is this bigger one on the map? This is not a road here. That's that water ditch. So there's one that splits the map in half, and this is all the green that you see here. So it's all the different grasses, or different homes with grass that you can come in and say you're gonna take care of this home, and then that one down there, and then one street over. Or if you're gonna be nice, just take care of all of it. Treat it as such, and you get grass to feed your animals. But we do have a lumber company here. Looks like another sell point. The farmer's market. Here is the shop. What's over here? Okay, so we got 2 different setups for tractors as far as moving animals. Same with over here. Interesting. I got 3, 4, 5 different ways, but yet we don't own those, so they're just there for show. But it is nice to see that they've gone ahead and done that, kind of make it look a little bit more lively, a little bit more active. But yeah, this looks to be more so where you can get filled up with different fertilizers and probably herbicides and whatever else. There is our other pickup header. So if we do anything that we windrow, say grass, for example, if we have a grass field, or if I ended up just mowing the field that we're in with the alfalfa, I'd be able to use this and pick it up that way. So that's always an option. But I figured since we have that equipment anyway, just get the right header so we can mow it and do it all in one shot. Okay, let's see if we can find these other places to farm. And I do love this road with a center lane. One thing I am curious though is if you get traffic behind you, if they're going to take that and pass. Yeah, I know I'm a little jumpy all over the place, but yeah, it does look like this is another spot if you really want. That's the edge of the map there. That's, of course. I got myself stuck. There we go. Go up high enough. So another spot where you can make your farm here. Got plenty of storage areas, plenty of silo areas. So got all these smaller fields and then some big ones. I want to say the other one should be back here in the woods. So I may end up taking this spot over here. And then there's a sawmill over here, but there's also place for storage. So, I mean, if you really wanted to, you can make this your other spot. That's not the spot they're talking about. Where's the other one at? Unless you're talking about over here. Because there's the one that we're currently working on. Yeah, I guess this would be the other one. Got your silos there, got storage, liquid storage, and what are these? These buildings, I have no idea what they are. They don't show an icon anywhere on the map. They're just there. So I don't know what these are supposed to be used for. Well, I can kind of see in. Oh, whoa. Oh, there's a door. Oh, so that's, I get it. That's if when you back up to it. I gotcha. Because we don't own it, we can't enter it. Boo. Whoa. Did I just... Alright, back to our own farm. We'll just do it that way. Yeah, definitely a nice, simple map. If you really wanted to just have a couple friends and just do some simple farming, you can. I'm not 100% certain what I'm going to do for the follow-up video after this, but it's kind of where we stand right now. I'm just going to continue working on the alfalfa, get that done, and probably work on the silage stuff, because I think that said that was ready. Maybe I'm wrong on that. No, it's not ready. It's getting there though. So whenever that says it's good to be harvested, we'll get that harvested up. In the meantime, I'll probably see if I have a plow, get this properly taken care of, and then figure out what I'm going to do for the video going on from there. So in the meantime, guys, we're going to call it there. So excuse me if the frog in my throat will let me talk. If you happen to like what you see, if you catch yourself watching more than one of my videos, please do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. That bell will let you be notified of every single video post, and not just a select few here and there. If you made this far in the video, I want to say thank you, and I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. Every single one of you. Wow, I'm struggling today. I'm so sorry. And I've lost my place. Whoa! Where are you going, bud? If you made this far in the video, I want to say thank you to each and every single one of you, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. So with all that being said, guys, we'll catch you next episode. Take care. Peace.